It looked like it loaded the file no problem, but we'll see. We will see if this game. Oh yeah, yeah. All right, we're back in business here. All right. Let me grab that URL. All right, is it just me or is this game like louder now? Yeah, it's definitely louder. I gotta make it not so loud. All right, so it looks like all my save files should still be there. So we gotta load up this one, and then make it quieter. Yeah, we can have this be a little bit louder. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, so we're not gonna do the thing that gets us gets us the bad end or the good ending, the canon endings. Um, all right, so I'm gonna pull up a guide. I guess I should tweet the new link. Restarted the stream after rebooting from an older save. Well, I figured out how to completely how to completely undermine my own sacrifice. So apparently you can sacrifice your save file to help a total stranger, but it's okay if you backed it up on USB, then you can just reload it. I wonder if this means that you can just keep replaying up to that ending, keep sacrificing your data, and it'll create more instances of yourself to then go help other people. Because if that really is the case, then it really makes the sacrifice meaningless, which is pretty funny since this whole game seems to be playing around with the with meaning in general, like the meaning of life and the meaning of existence and what is the point of it all. Although interestingly, okay, so if you don't okay, so what if you were one of the first people to get to that point in the shoot 'em up ending? Um, Assumedly, if the game was still fresh and new, there wouldn't have been that many players who got that ending. Therefore, there wouldn't be too many people to actually provide assistance at that point. Um, at that point in the game. So the first few people who completed the game had to have done the shmup section completely on their own, right? Which I mean, kudos to them because that part got kind of ridiculous towards the end there. I mean, unless the game actually already starts off, or when like the game was fresh, there were already like a couple of I guess I don't know, bots or something that have already completed it and can help you total stranger on the internet. So who knows? All right, so let's do a little bit of trophy hunting for the rest of this stream because why the fuck not? Um, so I hear there's a shop where you can and I think I'll play as 2B just because I like her moveset more. Um, I hear there's a trophy thing, a shop where you can just buy all of the trophies. But I'm gonna do as many of the trophies as I can that don't require that, so that I can be as legitimate as possible. Although I'm looking over like this trophy list, and it's like some of these things I'm just not going to I'm just gonna do. I'm probably just gonna do the trophy shop. All right, so talking to Pascal, I think, is progress, which is not what we want to do. We want to go. I think she's at the resistance camp, so let's go back there. Alright, so note that the game is written from the perspective of not using blah 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 blah. So where do I actually want to go? Put on some notes. Alright, now that we've established that the sacrifices are meaningless, we can do what we came here to do. Alright, so where is the trophy shop? Like, I think I remember seeing a message saying something along the lines of there should be a new character in the resistance camp, or maybe it's in the bunker. Is it this guy? No. Maybe it's this guy? No. One of these assholes? I mean, none of these people look like shops. Also, I do kind of feel like the fate of the resistance members, because they're androids, is kind of left up in the air. Yeah, so it's not the maintenance shop owner. Tell me things. No? Huh. Well, I don't really know where else to check at this moment. Alright, so there's supposed to be some incomplete quests here too, so I guess I could work on those. Wow, what the hell is this? I don't remember. Honestly don't remember this quest. Yeah, so that's the forest supply trader. It's like the entire map is unlocked at this point. I don't remember this dot being here though, so I guess we gotta go check it out. Alright, there's still more game. The game is never over. So I've been playing around with different weapon types, and I'm actually liking the fists when you're playing as 2B or as A2, but only with the shockwaves. Like, being able to hit really fast and then like throw these out, like, that's pretty sweet. Alright, so there's a quest up here, and I never did it because I'm bad at this game apparently. Oh, it's this quest. I can't do this quest. It's too hard. It's the one where you gotta like race this guy. Come back. I can't even reach you. Pew pew pew. Pew.
Focus on the race.
What race? There is no race. I don't see race. Alright. Well, we'll at least do this portion of it. This doesn't actually get me a trophy though, so I'm not under any strong impulse or any strong urge to get this done.
3, 2,
Also, I found that the chip that upgrades your movement speed um, doesn't really do a whole lot. Like, I think the highest it'll ever get you, because I think +6 is the highest upgrade you can get, and I think the highest movement change that it ever gets you is like something like 15%. Oh no! Oh, I'm so slow. It's okay. I don't want to deal with you anyway. Also, there's a treasure chest here that I'm missing, apparently. It's probably in that building. I don't care. Okay, so there's this chest all the way over there. Because I now have that thing that lets me see treasure chests. Also, why are these guys level 20? Jeez. Well, whatever. So there's this chest all the way across this street, and I'm not sure how to get over there. So, like, apparently there's some kind of, like... Oh, it looks like it's a hacking one, too, so I can't even open it as 2B. How these guys are so low level. It's probably because it's only chapter 7. Alright, so I hear there's like some kind of technique I can do where I can float a little bit longer. Let's see, so it's like... So you gotta be like gliding. Oh, okay, alright. Okay, so it has to have something to do with that spinny thing that I did. Alright, so, alright. Jump, glide, spin around, and then I just immediately start dropping. Alright, so that's probably not how to do it. Jump, glide. Oh! Oh, is that infinite? Ooh, okay, alright. Maybe there's a way to do this then. So, let's get a bit of a head start here. Okay, so that's how you get across. It's too bad it's one of the hacky boxes, so I can't actually open it, but that means I have to do something like that on 9S as well. I'm gonna guess that 9S has the same moveset, which would allow that. Alright, well now I'm curious what's in there. I'll figure it out later, though. Okay, well that solves that mystery. Doesn't get me any closer to a trophy, though, so let's actually look. Cross between blah blah blah. Alright, so what am I actually missing? There's gotta be... Oh, I gotta upgrade all my weapons. Well, that means I gotta go back to, what's his face? Weapon upgrade guy. Masamune. So I got like Emil's ending. Well, it's not an ending, but the stuff that explains what happened to Emil, and I'm not I'm not sure if I'm supposed to how that's supposed to make me feel because I'm not attached. Having not played Nier, I'm not attached to Emil in any way, but I got the strong feeling that I was supposed to feel sad. Like it definitely had the feeling of if I had that the game that particular side quest, like that whole thing was supposed to be, it was supposed to bring some kind of closure to people who have played the previous Nier game, which means to me it was pretty close to meaningless. Oh my god, it's a moose. It just shows up and be like, hey, I'm in this game too, guys. Anywho, uh, while I'm here, I should be checking on what what weapons what weapons I need to upgrade. Ooh. I feel like this game does a, compared to a lot of other open world games, and other RPGs in general, I feel like this game does a pretty good job of leading you to your objectives and also showing you what your side objectives are should you choose to go and do them. My one complaint, though, is that that's related to that is when you put a marker on the map, it doesn't actually show up on your UI. So, like, on the actual screen that you'll actually be looking at, and not your mini map or your map screen, there's no indicator to let you know that, oh, you're like 200 feet away from where you're trying to go, or something like that. Anyway, let's see what upgrades I need to do. Oh man, I got a lot of upgrades to do. So there is a trophy for upgrading absolutely every item, every weapon to level 4, which is the maximum level for these weapons. Alright, well, we'll do this engine blade, which is very clearly a Final Fantasy 15 reference. Which is too bad, because why? Yeah, I guess we'll do this one. And now I don't have the materials to do this one. I think I can just buy the materials, too. So I also need to like find all the weapons in the game in order to do that. I also still haven't actually found the freaking trophy shop. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do first, just to ensure that worst case scenario, I still have a way to just cheat my way through this. So, all right. So trophies are bound to your PSN account and not to like, you know, what is actually saved on your PS4. So if you unlock a trophy, it becomes bound to your account and you can just spend all your money on trophies that you don't have yet, then not save that file, just reload your file and buy other trophies, which is kind of cheaty, but also like, you know, it's built into it. It's their own. It's their own stupid little exploit. Um, and oh, where's the ending guide? So at some point there was an ending guide too, which is kind of annoying that I have like I remember online like searching for some of these things and then going like, "Oh man, this will be really useful later once I finish the game." And then like not bookmarking the pages, so I have to like find everything again. Uh, Also, I was really lucky to find that pod by fishing because I thought fishing was kind of a dumb thing, and so I wasn't actually really doing it. And then, as it turns out, if you fish, and I just like happened to fish at the right spot, and got rewarded with the second pod, which is the one that shoots the lasers. And if I hadn't done that, I would have missed it. I mean, granted, at the end of the day, I could just like unlock these trophies, but as the second pod, the one that shoots the lasers, is actually pretty good. Oh right, this stupid trophy, the one where you gotta like look up 2B's skirt. Alright, I guess we'll do that one. This is kind of a stupid trophy. Alright, so I just need to get to, like, any area where there's a ledge, and then look up her skirt. And I gotta do it 10 times. Kinda creepy. But here we are. Alright, so... trying to think of an area where I can actually do that, though. Actually, I think as soon as I leave the resistance camp, there's a ledge. Alright. Well, while I'm here, I guess I'll fully explore the camp because I have a feeling that the person I'm supposed to talk to for the trophy shop is a resistance member. Oh, it's those two robots, Devila and Papala. I think they're from previous Nier games, so again, what happens to them is also supposed to matter. Alright, is that any of you guys? No. Alright, I'll find them eventually. I can't talk to that guy. Because I remembered after finishing one of these storylines, there was like just random floaty text. A disembodied voice said that there was a resistance woman who was weird, and you should go talk to her. But I never got a chance to figure that to investigate that because I discovered that the only way to get anywhere was to do chapter select. So I was busy doing that and stumbled upon the delete your file ending. So never had a chance to really wander around here, but I don't see. I mean, is it this redhead over here? No, no rest. No rest for the wicked. Yeah, it's probably not her. Also noticed that I only own 3 or maybe 2 of the music sets, and apparently there are 5. So there's a lot of stuff I missed in this game, and I'm probably not going to go and grab all of it. I'm going to talk to all these people. What the hell? Strange resistance woman. Isn't especially... Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, so this is her. Request unlocking you know what. Okay, so it's the same tutorial lady, but now she has the ability to unlock trophies for you. Okay. So there's the weapons maniac. Okay, so it does. Wow. May contain spoilers. Anything but that. Alright, so let's do the ones that we don't need to buy. Let's do the easy ones first. Shouldn't be this upskirt one shouldn't be that difficult, I would hope. I just need a place where I can look up her skirt. I'm supposed to like get some kind of visual indicator if I do it right too. this it? Did I do it right? And I'm supposed to do this 10 times. I don't know what counts as one time. Also, I have that moose's attention. Wow, maybe this is actually one of the hardest achievements in the game. Maybe there's a better angle I can get. Isn't that great? I'm spending the whole stream trying to figure out how to look up an android's dress. I wonder if it counts if you, like, already blew her clothes off using the self-destruct. Alright, is this it? Like, there's supposed to be some kind of cue if I do it right. Like, you can obviously see that what her underwear looks like. Am I doing it right, game? Am I being a perv like the game wants me to be? Come on, game. Like, I kind of want to. I'd rather do an achievement where I actually have to, like, fight, but I'm not sure there are that many. There are very many of those left. Like, this seems definitely like one of those filler achievements, and it doesn't look like one that you can accidentally. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. They must have put it in there with the intention that some people. Whoa. Why did she move? Wait, did I do that and it triggered a movement and she just decided to... Huh. Alright. Like, I didn't move the joystick there or do anything, so I don't know why she moved there. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can... Whoa. Okay. So I think I did it right then. If she moved like that and purposefully moved the camera so that I couldn't look up her dress. So I think I just have to hold the camera there for like a few frames. Yep, there we go. Is that 3? I gotta do this 7 more times. Pretty easy trophy. Once you figure out what it is you're actually supposed to do. I'm not sure if that one counted. She might have just lost her balance there. Problem is, I gotta go like right up on that ledge there. Takes a little bit of work. Or maybe I should do it on top of the bus. Alright, I think that's good. Yeah, so when she does that turnaround, I'm not the one controlling it, which I think is the indicator that I did the achievement correctly. Yeah, is this gonna trigger it? I don't think it will. I think I'm facing the wrong way. I mean, at least there are no truly ridiculous achievements in this game. Like, any of the ones where you have to do like a bullet hell section and like not get hit or something like that. Like, I think that would be an actual challenge and one that I wouldn't be able to do. Like, the bullet hell segments do get really trivialized once you have the right plug-in chips to, like, you know, auto heal or heal whenever you kill something. Like I think those really just break the game. There's also one where you heal like a certain number of percentage, like some percentage of the damage that you inflict will also heal you. So kind of like a vampire thing. Oh, I'll just do it on top of this bus. Seems way easier. But I feel like those are unnecessary once you have the other healing ones. But yeah, it does become kind of stupid how easy it is to auto heal in this game, to the point where nothing is ever difficult, except for stuff that instantly kills you, which there aren't that many of that I've seen. There was that weird part in 9S's scenario where it's like towards the end of all the stuff that you'll ever do with 9S, and there was like this weird you're like in a room and there's like a electrified pillar thing, and I don't know if I accidentally like touched it or something, but I was at full health and then I died. So I think the electrified pillar in that room is an insta kill. There are also some things in okay, there we go. What are you doing? Indeed, what am I doing besides trophy hunting? Alright. Uh Alright, so there's an achievement for killing Emil, but I don't know how to actually do that. So Emil is actually Emil is apparently a secret boss in this fight. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that I can't reasonably go and fight Emil right now. So let's not do that. I guess I could try to get all the endings. No, that's gonna take forever. Uh, Alright, so what trophies are left? I mean, there's the ones where I gotta upgrade everything. And then there's like the fishing one. Oh, jeez. Man, this actually might be a little more time consuming than I thought. I mean, there's still the stupid thing where I could just go buy the freaking buy the trophies for it. Actually, I wonder how much time it's gonna take for me to just run through all the endings. Because I was thinking I was going to just um, I was just gonna run through all the endings, or I was just gonna buy the trophy for all the endings, and then watch all of them on YouTube because there was like no reason for me to have to sit through all of them since most of them seem like jokes. Hmm. And the one, okay, so there's a trophy for getting all the pods, but the pods, the things to upgrade all the pods, basically require farming, which is kind of annoying. I mean, I can go to the flooded city and grab some of the stuff. Oh, I should go to the flooded city because there's those treasure chests I can reach. Oh, and another like secret that I haven't figured out, because like I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I haven't figured out about this game. Is there are like two doors that I've discovered, and there may be more. There's one in the desert and there's one in the flooded city where there's a it's like a just a robot guarding it, and he won't open it for you, but he will explode because that helps you. All right, there's a pure water. That's one of the items that we need for. So yeah, basically, you have to keep reloading this area to pick up pure water, which is which some of the shiny items on the ground may or may not be pure water. So you basically have to keep coming back to this area and reloading it, which is why like the farming in this game is like that was a tanning agent and not what I want. But I guess while I'm here, I might as well go and do the pick up those items. Now that I've discovered how to traverse a lot of horizontal distance while I'm in the air. Man, this chip that lets me see items, really convenient. Alright, so this is actually a chip and not an item. Wow, so I'm using lock-on to fight these things. I wonder in hard mode how you're supposed to take on these things without lock-on. Because like you can't really get close to them because they keep trying to get away from you. Which I don't blame them. They're a scary robot. And these guys are coming closer, but that's because they're dumb. Alright, so this is the big jump. I guess I make it from here. I don't know of another spot where I can get over there. So like there are according to the minimap, there are two chests up on top of that thing over there. So here we go. Oh no, that won't do it. It's okay, I have auto heal. Whee! Oh, I've also removed the chip that lets me see damage numbers because I've passed the point where I care anymore. Alright, so what we gotta do here is glide, then do that. Oh, alright. Jeez. But it's a hack chest. So that means I need so I can get these two chests. But in order to get the thing that's in there... Oh, here we go! Here's a weapon I didn't pick up at any point. So I need to come back here as 9S. Damn, I probably should have just used 9S. Like right from the beginning. Oof. It's always cutting it so close. Yeah, so on the other side of that building, there is a robot and a door that I can't open. And there's a similar door like that in the desert. And I wonder if they mean anything. I haven't actually figured that out. Like, I'm sure that's something that will bother any completionist. I don't really actually care that much. I'm curious, but I'm not, like, if somebody just tells me what it is, I'll be like, oh, that's great. Because, unless it's, like, something that's necessary for a trophy, but it doesn't really seem that way. I feel like the game also hasn't given me a whole lot of clues as to how to actually access those two doors. Because like I've done pretty much everything that I can. I guess other than quests. So there may be some quests that I can do. All right, so I think we can safely go back to chapter select. And let's see. So there's a missing quest here in chapter 2, and it's shared, so I can use anyone for that. Alright. I'm gonna bet it's that race. Being able to hop back and forth between these chapters is pretty convenient though. It's like unlocking another layer of fast travel. Alright, so... Alright, so now we're using 9S, and I think he has the same moveset.
Operator to 9S. Transferring coordinate data for the location specified by Resistance Leader.
Nice, Operator. You work fast.
Mindless chatter drains energy, 9S. Please keep your comments reserved for mission-related topics.
Yeah.
Alright, so it does look like I have the spinny thing, but I don't know if I can do that thing that, like, carries me forward quite the same way as 2B was doing it. Spinny thing. Oh man, and then the fourth hit puts me down. Alright, so I definitely don't want to do that if I'm trying to float across. Alright, well, we might as well go and try to discover what's in this chest. For all I know, it's another weapon. Alright, mystery chest. I'm using 2B's chipset. I have two chipsets. One that's like more hacky because, you know, 9S is the only one who can hack, and one that's more combat oriented. And I switch between them depending on which character I'm using, which got really annoying at the end of the game where you keep switching off between the two characters. There's like another action game that did that. I mean, the effect is very cool, but also super annoying when they actually have like different stats for each other, and so like their weapon loadout, like you're actually trying to change your weapon loadout. All right, here we go. All right. So it's all about that. It's all about that spinning move. All right, now we can Geometry Wars this thing open. Ragged DVD. Wow, so that was all just for an archive. I don't think I actually needed that because... Yeah, I think the only thing needed for... Oh wow, I'm missing a tutorial? Jeez. Huh, well, whatever. Apparently I don't have tutorials either. Alright, so there's definitely a trophy for getting like 20 or so fishes. So we're behind on that. And I think there's one for getting a certain number of the weapon stories, but there's also one for upgrading all the weapons, which will get you all the weapon stories. Jeez, I don't even have... Alright, so I found one weapon, and I was at 71%, I think, before the, like, right at the beginning. So, I'm missing, like, what is that, like, 10, 20? I'm missing at least 10 other weapons. What the hell? Like, I already have a boatload of weapons, and it kind of feels like a lot of them, a lot of the weapons do feel like they're the same, but at the same time, like, it's only separated into these 4 categories, and it seems like the advantage comes from, like, each of them have their own advantages and disadvantages, and then even within the subcategories, there are a ton of them. Like, these are all the small swords. These are all the big swords. And in terms of how they actually function, they're not very different, but they do have different stats. So there's kind of the illusion of variety here when there really isn't that much variety. At the same time, the variety does come from the fact that even though there are 4 weapon types, depending on if you mapped it to your light attack or your strong attack, they do very, very different things. And if you do light attacks in different combinations with your strong attacks, like do different attack strings, then really, really strange things happen depending on the weapons that you have equipped. So like, there are only these 4 categories, but there actually is a lot of variety in the types of attacks that you can launch. And then within the individual categories, the swords are also different from each other in terms of stats and not weapon length. This isn't like Bloodborne or Soulsborne, but not in weapon length, but in terms of what their stats are and what kind of special abilities they have. Like this one increases your crit rate and can make bullets explode, and so on. So I like what they did there without like it's both like simple and it's simple without actually complicating things, and you also aren't really forced to like pick a particular, like you're not really forced to experiment if you don't want to, which is good because there's a boatload of things to experiment with, and you're also not, which also means like if you find a particular weapon set that you like, it will carry you through the game. Whoa, is this one of the gold ones? I can't tell. These guys are dying way too easily to be the gold ones. Well, I guess we'll find out when we hack the shit out of this. But I actually don't think the hacking thing is great, but there's really no reason not to do it because it's just so freaking powerful. Alright, so that's definitely not one of the gold monsters. So there is like a side quest where, oh, that's the other thing. Shit. There's supposed to be an active quest right now. I guess it's this one? But I don't think I can complete this unless I, complete the, what is it? The unit data. I guess I'll see what happens if I go and do that now. Well, let's look at this map. Maybe there's something... No, there's no, like... There's nothing to indicate that I didn't activate a particular quest or whatever. Also, in this chapter, I shouldn't be able to reach that character because I shouldn't have access to the... Yeah, I don't have transport yet because it's still too early in the game. Huh. Alright. I guess we'll have to leave that one up in the air for a little while. Yorha Recon. So there is an incomplete mission for 9S over here. So let's get on that. So basically, at this point, since I have all the endings that matter, it's pretty much just wrapping up some loose ends, and apparently there are a ton of those.
It stopped. Looks like we're safe now.
What the hell just happened?
I know. I've never seen a machine like that before.
Oh, and now the game won't let me go back in there. So this was like that first encounter with the naked guys. So pull up the map and we'll see if there's... Once again, nothing indicating that there is oh, okay, here we go. So there is a quest there that I haven't unlocked. Alright, well, we can get over there, see what that's about. Put a marker. How the hell do I get over there?
Let's move to an area with better reception so we can contact command.
Alright, I think I know where I'm going.
Okay, this is good. We should be able to reach command here.
Whee!
9S to bunker. Do you copy?
Okay, so it's not
I
infinite.
read you, 9S. Go ahead.
Operator, we just encountered a pair of humanoid machines. We weren't able to capture them, but I have combat data ready for upload.
Understood. Ready to receive.
Hopefully you can get something out of it.
Alright. Oh, was that cannon always there? Jeez. Oh, it's not a cannon, it's just a pipe. Okay. I was like, why is there randomly a cannon out in the middle of the desert? Whoa. Oh man, I love this item finder thing. Cause like there's no way I would have found this chest if it weren't for the for the item thing. Boom. Alright, where's this quest thing? I should be getting kinda close. Oh, is this the guy that wants me to scan the desert for all kinds of— oh shit! Oh my god. The suicide bots. Oh, I think I know this quest. This is the one where he wanted me for me to like scan the desert and find artifacts. That was a pretty annoying quest. I had a feeling it wasn't done because I only found one thing. Heritage of the past. Yep. Yep, this is...
Relics from the old world.
Searching for relics in the desert without assistance might prove difficult. Proposal. Unit 9S should use the dynamic scanner.
so dynamic. So I have the dynamic scanner mapped onto my missile pod. Man, real hard to see here. This sand, it gets everywhere. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think there's anything to be gained for completing all the quests. I mean, I just want some more action, honestly. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do... Oh, there's the save point. I'm gonna go see what's in that chest. Should be a boar here, too. Hey! there is indeed a boar here. I'm gonna see what's in that chest, which means I have to be in at least chapter 7. So let's do that. Oh wow, there's like 3 quests here that I didn't do. Alright, battle over the ocean. Porting to Pascal. Okay, so this one will at least have me playing as 9S, and 2 able to access the flooded city. Not to be booty. Yeah, there was the achievement for that. I did get it. Worked real hard on it. Alright, so we're gonna go get that chest. Oh jeez. And then I think I'm gonna end the stream so I can investigate how to fight a meal. Now I'm probably gonna buy the trophy that lets me buy the trophy that gets all the endings, because I don't really feel like unlocking all 26 of the endings, especially if all of the, like I've seen all the important ones. I might as well just like YouTube all the joke endings. And then also investigate how the hell I fulfill the rest of this. Cause like, okay, I definitely need a bunch of pure waters, and in order to do the pod upgrades, and part of me is just thinking maybe I should just buy the trophy for that, because I don't feel like farming that. Like if it was like, you know, kill some super boss or find a shop that sells the parts, I'd be all for it, but this one is literally reload this area over and over again until you get a bajillion pure waters. Like, there's no shop that sells pure waters, which I think is kind of dumb. Urgh. Oh man, I do like how the different weapons all do a different counter move, and the spear one, the spear's counter move knocks them really far away. Yep, not gonna go down there. We've made that mistake before. Gah! Gah! Yeah, I like using spears on 9S, because his heavy attack for the for the spears, he just like lobs it. It does a lot of damage. Alright, switch back to Pod 1 to Gatling these guys. I've also noticed that Gatling shoots in a straight line if you're not locked on. But it'll actually do bullet spread if you are locked on, which is kind of weird. Like, locking on actually makes the Gatling gun less accurate. Alright, so I've mastered the technique for this jump. Okay, here we go. No! Why are you doing this? Oh right, because the spear doesn't have as long a combo. Okay. I was pretty sure I could do like 3 or 4 attacks before the before he does the plunge. Alright, spinny thing. 1, 2, 3, second jump. Spinny thing. We got it. Alright. Now to get inside the stupid box. Alright, what was in here? What did I accomplish? Archive. Actually not sure if I have the archive, Oh shit. I don't make it. Oh well. I'm not sure if I have the archive achievement yet. I feel like I should, because it's over 80%. And you don't need to 100% any of these to get the trophy. Alright, so I think I'm done here. It's interesting that there's intel that's supposed to be part of world building, and most of it is not helpful in terms of trying to actually tell you what's going on. Machine research report. A great deal of previously unknown information regarding machine life forms and aliens was recovered. Wait, what? Is this like setting up for a sequel? Oh wow, this is a pretty long file. Okay, I should read this. Blah, 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 blah. Aliens were recovered as part of this. We compiled research regarding both the machine life form codename N2, commonly known as the Red Girls. Yeah. This is not new yet. Oh, this is like just basically retelling the story. All right. Machine life forms at the goal of Oh, well, this explains a lot. Cause behind some of the more special machine life forms. Yep. Wow, this basically explains the whole game. Jeez. I mean, a lot of this stuff is stuff that you could have figured out. Because definitely, just from playing through the game, there was a strong sense of purpose and meaning, and the lacking thereof on both sides, on both the Android side and the machine side. And it was pretty explicit what the androids were doing to ensure that they would always have a purpose, which was basically to always um, to basically you know trick all the androids into thinking that the humans were still alive, therefore giving them a purpose to keep fighting. So we kind of got a pretty strong glimpse of what was going on the Android side of things, and everything on the machine side of things was implied but not explicitly stated, except right here in this report. And I don't actually remember when I picked this up. It might have actually been as a result of one of the endings, which would mean that there's no way you could read this until after you've already like seen all the evidence, and then this is just like a too long didn't read or explain like I'm five version of what the hell was actually going on the machine side of things. Deficient network, blah blah blah, self-repair while incorporating blah, 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 until it finally reached a fixed state as a new form of network. Recording human memories from the quantum server. Oh, well, that explains why Project Gestalt was involved. Still feel like Project Gestalt really didn't need to be in this game at all. Like, any mention of it. Wait, really? I don't remember reading about the first successful example of the Gestalt process, because that's supposed to be Nier, like the guy Nier from Nier the game. Network structure changed once more. Might be called. This led directly to the formation of the ego we identify as Creepy Girl. Who is writing this? We've been living in a stupid fucking world where we fight an endless war that we couldn't possibly lose, all for the sake of some council of humanity on the moon that doesn't even exist. Kill every evolutionary dead-end machine life form, as well as every single asshole behind. Huh, Jackass got this report? Oh, that's funny. I will kill every evolutionary dead-end machine as well as every single asshole behind. Wow, so is Jackass the main character now? That's pretty sweet. Alright, so this is the newspaper scrap newspaper scrap from that building in the flooded city. Well, the government fierce conflict with Legion, which is a character from Mass Effect 2. Thanks, EA. School Life 101. Well, at least it's not a porno. Although, why? I feel like that would actually fit in this world, where like they're dredging up the dregs of humanity, and they find the pornos. Seems like something that we should not lose to antiquity. Oh, there were a couple of A2 missions here that I didn't finish. Alright, but before I do that, I really gotta do some of these other, Oh! Oh, I know what I need to do. There is an achievement for hacking stuff. And I think I know the best place to do that. Because I don't think I got either of the achievements for... So there's like 2 hacking achievements. One's for killing enemies via hack. And there's one for killing enemies via remote control. And you don't really get a whole lot of opportunities to remote control enemies in this game. So it's very unlikely... I mean, I certainly didn't do it. It's very unlikely that you'll unlock that achievement, like, organically. So the way I'm gonna do it is, I'm obviously gonna hack these assholes, because it's easy. I'm also not entirely clear why, late in this game, like chapter 17 or whatever, when you come back to this area, the robots are zombies. They're still not hostile unless you attack them first, but they turn into zombies, which is like, why? What is happening? Alright, so let's hack this asshole. Oh wow, it's actually one of the tougher scenarios. I thought this was gonna be an easy hack. Not that any of the hacks are particularly hard. Alright, remote control. Ah, suck it. I actually forgot if the achievement was kill a bunch of things when you're remote controlling, or remote control a bunch of things. I have a feeling it's to kill stuff though. Oh, this is kind of unfair, though. I got a gun. You are no match for my gun. Pew pew pew. Oh no, I accidentally hit some NPCs. I can still talk to them, though. Pew pew pew. It's the other guy with a gun. Gotta kill him. Gotta show him who's boss. Who's talking? Oh wait, why is this thing... Why is this bunny... Why is this bunny thing showing up as an enemy on the minimap? Huh. I can't log on to it. Sure as hell shoot it though. Alright. Boom! Alright, so I am hitting it. Like, if it was just a background object, it's like there's no weapon clash in this game. Like, as far as I know, if I hit, like, a wall, yeah, my weapon just goes right through it. But, this thing right here, I'm hitting him. And it's actually like, okay, this is weird. Like, the weapon is actually hitting something. Can I hack it? I mean, I can't hack onto it. Or, huh. Alright, well, that's just gonna be another mystery. Ooh, I can make this guy fight his friends. Let's do that for no reason. These guys are actually really bad at fighting, though. I'm gonna swing my arms at you. Oh, come back here. Attack. Oh wait, no, I did it wrong. So there's no heavy attack because I'm hacking, which causes the previous one to explode. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh man. Oh no, how do I do that attack? I want to do that attack. Is it L2? L1? No. Fuck you. God, this is like the worst Rock'em Sock'em robot fight ever. Oh no! I died. Oh, right. Can't remote control them once they've already aggroed on you. Ah, but there are more enemies here. Now to make them fight each other. Go punch! Punch! I don't know how to do that arm swingy thing, like that move right there. I should have that move, right? Ow. I mean, square is that move. The one where I just kind of like leap forward. Oh, I can jump. It's a very, very fixed jump though. Alright, what's my L1? Oh, okay, it's L1, but I have to like hold it. Okay. Alright. We playground fighting now. Yeah, fuck him up. It's too evasive, I can't do this. Alright, I'll get him eventually. Just gotta keep at it. Oh. Pizzoned. Yeah. That's how we robots fight. Poorly. Alright, I should probably read what the description on that achievement actually is. Well, first we gotta save. I mean, we're gonna need to do that anyway because we want to reload the area and make more robots explode. But yeah, I think that's at least one of the trophies I can work on. But it's getting late, so I'm probably just gonna end the stream here. But I have plenty of time to research how I'm gonna get the rest of these achievements, and so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I think it's pretty safe to say though I'm pretty much done with this game. I did get all the relevant endings, and I did get and I'm on my way to getting the platinum. I don't think there's much more story left to be told. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be unearthed. Um, so yeah, I don't actually know what I'm going to be streaming next. There will always be Bloodborne available. There's a couple of things I can still do in that are pretty fun. But yeah, I think we can safely shelve Nier Automata for a little while. I'd give it uh, somewhere between 8 and an 8.5 out of 10. I could go into more detail as to why, and I'll go into it briefly. I'm probably gonna write something up though and put it on my blog about why uh, why I rate this game not quite as highly as say Persona 5, but definitely rate it way higher than Final Fantasy 15. But very briefly, I think for the most part, this game does a good job showing and not telling until it reaches a certain point where it seems to get kind of lazy and starts going back on the doing more telling than showing. And I feel like uh, that's not good. The so there's also the twist that I did like was the one about the humans not existing and being extinct. That was a good twist because it was set up. The not so good twists were anything that had to do with the previous games. Any of the discoveries about like the Project Gestalt and like oh my god it's the aliens and they're all dead and like any of the and a lot of the stuff towards the end like with um like the logic virus and the self-destructing Yorha stuff like I felt like that wasn't built up enough and like the thing is when you're doing plot twists you really need a good plot twist is one that people can see coming. I know that seems kind of counterintuitive, but one of the things when you're writing, when you're constructing a story, when you're doing any kind of content, is if you're gonna drop some kind of bomb on someone, um, if it was something that they didn't see coming, they're gonna think it was cheap, or like it's gonna lead to a negative response. A good twist is something that is hinted at very well and played very well up to the point where it happens because like I'm purely on the camp I'm purely in the camp that spoilers don't necessarily uh ruin like a story and the only points where a spoiler would ruin a story is if literally the only thing the story had going for it was some kind of twist. Um, and if that is the case, then it means ultimately you have a pretty weak story. Um, except unless it was, of course, a twist that was very much led up to over the course of the narrative as it unfolded. So, like for example, if I were to tell you, I don't know, that Han Solo dies in Episode 7, Star Wars, I don't feel like I've ruined Episode 7 for you because Episode 7 did not hinge on whether Han Solo dies or not. It was also not a twist. It was a. It was also a. It wasn't. It was something that was hinted at was going to happen, and there was like always the hope that it wouldn't happen, but you kind of knew it would. Um, and so it wasn't one of those things where it was like, okay, yeah, now now everything is ruined. It is a spoiler in the sense that yes, that is a pretty important point that happens in the story, but it's not something that ruins the entire. That the movie didn't hinge on that. Conversely, something like if I told you in Persona 5 that, Goro Akechi is a betrayer, like, that does kind of ruin the entire game because the game does hinge on that, but the game plays it well in the sense that all the clues that you need to figure out that he was the betrayer are all there, and so you don't really have like a weak story there. Now, on building up on that, if I were to tell you something like the movie Signs, M. Night Shyamalan, that it was aliens and they're weak to water, then then I've definitely spoiled the movie and ruined it, and that is clearly a result of because the twist is weak. Like there's a bajillion reasons why that doesn't make sense. Like why aliens are coming to a planet that's like 80% water and there's water vapor in the air and water is poisonous to them. It's just it's dumb, and it's because ultimately Signs is a dumb movie. It was very well directed, and it did a very good job with the whole tension. And Signs isn't good because it has a very strong plot. Let's just say that. And so I think a lot of that is going on here, where there were portions of it where where the spoiler was wrapped into what you could have speculated as a viewer, and that works out really well. And then there were parts of it where you get into like a sudden plot twist, sudden reveal, and it's like I didn't see that coming, and I feel kind of cheated. So there's kind of a mixed bag there. I think mechanically this is a very solid game, and I do like that. I attribute a lot of that to Platinum. They make very good games, like just games. They don't necessarily have the best story or the best narrative or the best dialogue, but in terms of actual mechanically solid games, Platinum's pretty good at that, and this definitely feels that way. It definitely feels very toned down. It's not very difficult, but I don't feel like it needed to be. And difficulty is a strange thing. It doesn't. Not every game needs to be difficult not every game needs to be challenging. And certainly some games are more fulfilling if they are challenging. But this game isn't. I don't feel like this game is one of those. This game could be like stupidly easy, and I feel like I would still give this game the same evaluation that I'm giving it now. So yeah, I would say like somewhere between 8 and 8.5. I find it hard to bump it up to a 9 because I think 9 is much closer to perfection, and yeah, ultimately still don't think it's better than Persona 5. I think Persona 5 just beats it in like just thematic cohesion and characters that were easier to identify with because they weren't robots. And the stories told in Persona 5 were a lot more. They're relatable and more believable. And I guess the stuff in here, like, there's so much fantastical stuff happening here that it's a little harder to really get that realistic feel. And I mean, that's just part of the setting. You kind of know that if you're going to set your world in a fantastical post-apocalyptic future full of robots and shit, that it's gonna be hard to relate to. So I think Persona 5 wins in that it wins in just like a game that's just resonates better with me, but also probably with a lot of other people. It's really too bad you can't stream that game natively. Because I would have actually liked liked it if I could have streamed Persona 5. I had a lot of commentary for that game. But anyway, I think we're done. I should probably go to bed. Thanks for watching. Next time I stream, it will probably be Bloodborne. I've got a couple of interesting things I plan to do. I did make a PvP character, um, specifically to go and punch people to death. So I'm gonna be invading some people and and punching them super hard. I probably won't even win because the punching moveset is pretty bad, but who knows? Part of the fun is to show up in these people's worlds, make them go what the fuck, and then sometimes maybe even kill them. So I could stream a little bit of that. There's always the dungeon diving. That's always fun. I love helping people out in the dungeons. I love looking at fresh dungeons. And if you're watching my stream for that, then it's probably because you like doing that too. So, yeah, Bloodborne is always a good thing to fall back to. At some point, I'm probably going to pick up the DLC for Shantae. Um, so that's another thing I can stream. That's probably something I can do in like 1 or 2 streams because it should be a pretty short little DLC side adventure. So there's a couple of options. I still haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn. So that's certainly on the table. If I secure a copy of that, I'll work on that. And I haven't done Uncharted, although I kind of feel like the Uncharted and like Uncharted, Last of Us, those like that, those are a little too linear, so they might not be good for streaming, especially if like they're getting kind of old at this point. So if you already know what's going to happen, then it's not a very good game to stream. Especially since a lot of the action, like this one and Bloodborne especially, are good because there is a lot of action and there's always the tension of me dying, and I feel like that's missing in some of these more linear games. So yeah, we'll see. We definitely have some more fun things coming up in the future. All right, well, thanks for watching. Catch you in a week, maybe. All right, see ya.